All right, guys, welcome back. SpaceX stock is tumbling down 16%. It's giving back most of its IPO gains since the debut. In fact, SpaceX just lost $600 billion in valuation. Now, of course, the company just went live on the New York Stock Exchange. Is it time to buy this stock now? That is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you guys my strategy. So I put out a video here on the channel basically saying that I'm going to start to buy a little bit on the IPO. And I only bought a few shares. And now I'm looking at it saying, okay, this might be the time to start implementing my strategy. And I'll tell you my strategy as we move along in the video. But thank you guys so much for coming and checking out the video. Let's highlight some of the things that are happening right now with SpaceX. So right now, it fell before the bell on Tuesday, and that is this morning. It's set to pick up on a 3-day run of losses after a massive run up following its IPO earlier this month. This is a very low float still, so you're going to get volatile moves to the upside and volatile moves to the downside right now. The company did confirm its first ever bond issuance in a filing. Shares in the Elon Musk led company pulled back now quite a bit pre-market. You could see about 3.5% pre-market. We're set to go live here in about 15 minutes from the recording of this video. So we'll continue to watch it. But you guys can see, where I'm at. I've only got, a few shares right now. And I was totally fine with just taking a small position here and slowly but surely building it out. I'm going to be watching this stock very closely here today. Probably going to be buying a little bit more here and slowly DCA. I'll tell you more about what I think could happen over the next 6 months as we go along. But they closed down about 16.4% on Monday, the biggest down day for the newly debuted stock, following a 3.6 drop on Thursday. Of course, markets were closed last Friday, and a 5% drop on Wednesday. Now, the 3-day losing streak caps a big pop in the stock following its IPO and first day of trading on June 12th. And then the couple days after there, it looked really, really strong, especially in the after hours throughout the weekend after it debuted on a Friday. And we are now basically, getting close to the IPO price. The IPO price was around 135. Now we're trading here just under 150. And during the stock's run up to the high of around 225, I think it even might have scraped up a little bit higher. Let's see. Yeah, it got to 225. It is its high. But during that run up, it actually got bigger in market cap than Amazon and Microsoft, and it became the fourth most valuable public company. Also on Monday morning, SpaceX confirmed its first ever bond sale in a filing. Although the company did not reveal the size of the bond offering, SpaceX confirmed that it intends to use the net proceeds from the notes offering to repay the outstanding borrowings under its bridge loan facility in full and for other related fees and expenses. Bloomberg reported late last week rather, that SpaceX was prepping an offering in the $20 billion range. The bridge loan in question was secured earlier this year when SpaceX acquired Musk's own XAI startup in February. And per some of the big companies out there, Bank of America, Citigroup, JP Morgan, they all provided the bridge financing and are expected to run the deal. That is coming from some sources. And, we're also looking about, with insiders, and they could potentially start to take profits here. They could potentially sell 44% of SpaceX shares by early September, increasing the current float by about 900%. SpaceX current float is around 4.2%. And so I think we're really looking out to later this year to build out a big position, but I don't want to get completely left behind here. So I am going to deploy kind of a slow and steady DCA approach with SpaceX, but really kind of be patient in order to build out a stronger position. I do think, the SpaceX play is a great long-term play. I'm not betting against Elon Musk. I put out a short clip on the channel yesterday. I'm not betting against this man. I'm just going to be smart in how I acquire SpaceX. There are some other ancillary pieces that I like that kind of go hand in hand with where we're going with, AI and space and robotics. I will get into more of that in a future video. Might even put that one out today. It has to do with robotics, where I think, I'm definitely liking where this ETF is. I'll tell you more about that in some future videos. But my strategy is to take small bits and pieces, buy 3, 4 shares here, 3, 4 shares there, and really wait to build out bigger positions in this stock later once we start to see some of these insiders realize some of their gains. So that's where we are right now with SpaceX. We also did have some news come out yesterday about another acquisition. SpaceX invests in artificial intelligence infrastructure in order to extend its competitive cost advantage. This news did come out, $60 billion equity issue to acquire Cursor. And so they are making that play as well, which I think will be very fruitful long-term for SpaceX. But that's what we got for you guys in the video. I appreciate you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Really do appreciate it. We'll be back with more. We'll see you all in the next one.